26 minutes only, okay. Let's see. catch. Good catch. Oh, they're going that way, so if I don't get on it now, I'll lose it. Yeah, they're all coming through. is the filters. The filters are why you guys are all able to see it more clear now. I'm adding more contrast for your eyes. That's why my numbers are doubling on views, but no one knows what the hell they're looking at. They're all going back to their gods and their governments and their conspiracy shit. That's what everyone's trying to drag it back to. It's always been that way when everyone comes along and sees it anyway, but it's just like right now, because I locked onto these new filters. There's like 4 of them, 4 sets. And when I combine those sets of filters, more people's eyes are attracted. They can see it, the imagery more clearly. They're having a harder time denying what they see. This thing in the shade. Yeah. 31. It's 31, right? So we'll go to 45 minutes. Yep. Nice filter, man. Nice filter. Oh, that's this one. That's right. Somewhere where it'll stay okay for a few minutes because I got shit to do. Let's see. Come back out. Maybe right here. Which way they're going. I have to go that way. So they're coming up through the camera. And bang, 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 bang. actually. See, let's start another video. There we go. shit, it's already at an hour. You know, a hard time uploading. Good filter, man. Hey Dean, by the way, I know I've been running through these research vids, and haven't really been talking to the camera much. Just trying out these new filters and everything like that. So hello Dean. Hello my other two new friends who I who have come in, who have become my two new friends who can see it all. Um, talk to the camera or not? Let's see. That's nice. All right. So there's only a couple minutes anyway. I guess I could talk for a minute. So YouTube is totally fuck jobbing me as usual. I can't upload videos. I just deleted 6 videos. They were all really good videos, 1 hour to 3 hour videos, a whole range of them with different filters. What I've been doing is trying out these different filters. Combinations is what I'm doing, filter combos, and it seems to be working. My subscribers are going up, and my views on each video are doubling. Some of them even more than double, which is nothing great. Don't get me wrong. It's not like they're in the hundreds or anything like that. But my highest videos views can get in the hundreds and sometimes the thousands. But those videos usually get deleted. What I'm talking about is going from 15 to 20 views per video to 50 to 60 per video on average or whatever. So that's telling me, granted, nobody's saying anything except for negative shit. I mean, people get really angry, which is really weird because I'm not saying nothing in the videos that they chime in on. So they're angry with me over me showing you clouds. You know what I mean? It doesn't make no fucking sense. It's full of shit. It's a false reaction. I mean, I could see if they're coming to videos where I'm saying a bunch of shit that's going to go against everything they've ever heard, learned, thought, programmed. Okay, then I can see that. But they're not saying anything like that. To anybody that's out there who might come to this video who's going to chime in on the comments and stuff like that, I feel like I get pretty snippy with people when they come in and ask questions and shit in the comments because I got thousands of videos up, right? I made series. I'm talking throughout the series, explaining shit to everybody throughout all these different series. I make these series to anybody who I like, is usually a YouTube guy or girl, and by the end of the series, I'm usually so pissed at them and angry with them and can call them out on all their lies because they're all fucking liars. But we all are. We all are. So, whether they're political lies, religious lies, government lies, human lies, they're all fucking lying. So, not one lie category pisses me off any more than another. I'm just tired of fucking lies. So here I am bringing you guys the truth and the reality, and I'm showing it to you so you can go see it for yourselves. And I try to lay off as much of the explanation of it all as I possibly can because I don't want to argue with everybody. I'm showing it to you. So a lot of people are commenting negative comments as usual and stuff. And I just say that's ridiculous. I mean, if they came in and they watched the whole series and said, I didn't get nothing out of that series, I want my $10 back or whatever the fuck you feel you lost by watching the video. But that never happens. Never happens. I had it close to happening a couple times, but never where it gets anywhere. So it's no good to me to have 150 subscribers if 100 of them are YouTube agents, right? and then 50 of them are real people, but yet they won't go look for themselves. I still can't get through to them because they'll be watching the videos. They're fine with the color and the clouds and the pretty nature and all that shit. But as soon as they hear the words out of my mouth about what we're looking at here and that they can all go see it for themselves, nah, man, they don't want to do that. That's going to take away, like I keep saying, we demand our own enslavement. And a few people that messaged me in the last few days, I did actually comment back, which I don't always. Usually I let the negative shit roll. But, you know, that one girl that commented, what the hell, quit smoking. Now, what I'm assuming she meant by that was quit smoking weed or quit smoking crack or whatever drug it is that um, convinces you that you're seeing something in the clouds and in the trees and in the moon. But actually, it doesn't even go that far because she's only watching a video of the clouds. So she didn't say nothing and chime in on a moon video or a tree video or a rock video or anything else. It was cloud video. So she watched a few minutes of one cloud video. She did not like the fact that it probably had 100 views on it, which also upsets these agents of the state, whether they know it or not. Some of them are paid agents. Some of them are just our parents, our aunts, our uncles, our family, you know. It's us because we are the fucking zombie slaves. So anyway, she came in and she had issues with. So I just sarcastically wrote back and said, "Why would I quit smoking? Why would I quit smoking for you? I don't even know you," or something like that. Or I said, "Oh, I remember this." I said, "Is that an order?" Question mark. Because that's the way she made it sound. What the hell? Quit smoking. So simple comment, not any major deal or anything like that, but I have a hard time passing on that because the 7.8 billion zombie slaves say that to me hundreds of times a day, right? They tell me with their eyes. They don't even have to use their words. They can just tell me when they roll their fucking eyes back when they see me out there doing these videos. I make these videos everywhere. I don't hide it. It's not hidden cameras. So no matter if it's family, neighbors, townspeople, government folks that happen to swing by, anybody, I'm telling them about this. It's not a secret. They can pretend that it's an imaginary fucking thing, but no, I can prove that it's not, and so can you. That's how I got to know that everybody was involved. That's how I got to understand that it is 7.8 billion. So anybody that is awakening to this, to Dean and the few people, others that are out there saying that they're seeing it, you got to ignore these fucking people, man. They're not really. They're trying to keep themselves enslaved. They're trying to keep you enslaved. It's already been going on for thousands of years, 2,500 years minimum, that we've been this dumbed down. In other words, we've been this intelligent. We've all have the educations and everything like that brings us in all the lies. What lies? Everything you've ever heard, learned, thought, taught, programmed has been a lie. Those lies. So to step back from that and be able to use your own eyes to see what's right in front of us, all around us, you have that right. It's a God-given right. It's not a government-given right. It's not a mother or father tells you, oh, you can go look now. And I'm saying this because one of the other people that said that he can see it too, he mentioned the tree when he was looking into the tree. When I was doing a video on the trees. Matter of fact, I should do a video on the trees with the blue filter on. I will. So I'm just going to walk towards these trees right here with this blue filter. It's kind of purpley, see? Pretty cool filter. And this is just a red filter with the blue bottle on it. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. So this is what I'm talking about, man. And maybe I'll get permission to say your name, and then I'll start talking to you directly too when I'm talking to Dean. This is the same set of bushes that I was in on the other day that I came in and did a video on. You can see the triangular builders building everything around us. We can see the triangular builders. We can see the timelines, and the timelines are going to crop out these images. What are these images? Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast over and over from the veil to the ground. It is this way. This is the way it is. We can all see it. It's not a fucking secret. It's been kept from us. So somebody like this person, I don't want to call her a cunt. I don't want to call her a fucking scumbag. I don't want to call her a typical, she don't really, she's less than a zombie slave to me. Zombie slaves, there should be some of us out there, some of us zombie slaves should be willing to wake up. Some of us out there should be connecting with the true creator and connecting with the false creator slash creator and being able to more easily wake up. To the other person that commented, this is scary. And I commented back a little bit, but again, I was in a bad mood and I shouldn't be a dick to people that are maybe trying to be nice. I don't know, but no, there's nothing scary about it. It's more scary to know that you're going to be selling out next generations for the last 20 to 40, maybe 50 years, depending on your age that you got left here in your bio shell. Then you're going to leave this kind of slavery for the next generations, because once you all wake up, you're going to see, I explained the other day, the technology that we use as human beings is garbage. We think that it's so great. It is garbage. It really is. What I'm showing you here, this is it. This is it. The true creator's work is all around us. We live in an electromagnetic nanocarbon system, but we do not live that way. As human beings, we are electrical species first, human beings second, okay? And we forget all about our electrical selves and we claim that it's all about the bio aspects. When Danny from Passing by 33 channel, right? He mentions about the brain, and he talks about the brain, and there's a lot of my past videos where I'm talking about the brain, the heart, the neurological system itself, where we get the intelligence. It's not the meat and the flesh. That is all memory that's being held inside the neurological system, inside. The magic is all around us. It's connecting with my hand, not only my hand, but my entire body, my neurological system, just like yours, just like these trees right here, because we're being built by the true creator's builders. That's why you'll see in these trees in all directions, there is no up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in or out in the true creator's work. We all need to know all of this. We all need to be living by it, because we're going to still keep living by, okay, you want to say that gravity is a human law because it's a human concept, fine. I'm not saying that to stop doing that. Use it as a memory of how bad we were, how fucked up we were, and use it only as that. Take the idea of gravity and just know the truth. Electromagnetic current, the electromagnetic current that's all around us. That's what gravity is an effect of electromagnetic current, okay? Wind is an effect of electromagnetic current. It's all being manipulated by humans who drop shit out of jets, who are throwing around pulse waves down here at the ground and up there at 10,000 and up again even higher. All the lies that they put into the system with, let's say, for example, my big pet peeve is zeros. Zeros and infinity are not real. They're only a human concept. So by putting them, now what happens to temperature when you're taking temperature, when you add zeros in circles to your math equations, right? It fucks it all up. If you want to use the false creator slash creator's clock, the moon, if you want to use that to know what's coming ahead, what's gone by, all these different uses that we have, that we could be using the moon if we just looked. That's all we have to do is look. You don't have to listen to the moon. You don't have to smell the moon. All you have to do is look with your eyes and you will see it all. And then you'll get to understand what I'm saying. The timelines come down from the stationary stars, come through the moon, come all the way down to here. And we can now see them here on the ground as well. But when you want the map of all the timelines, you have to look at the moon in order to see that clock. That is the clock. Okay, anybody hearing this shit, you guys are going to be running away. I try to be careful about not saying too much until you guys see it first. I want you to all see it all first. Then as you're seeing it, then I will spill more beans and spill more beans, because otherwise, someone just asked me about leaving. I mean, I answered because everyone leaves. He said, how come you don't give explanation in your videos, in these research videos? And I don't like to do that because everyone just takes off. They just come in, insult me, say you're fucking nuts, you're a whack job, you're a witch, you're a warlock, you're a demon, you're whatever. As a matter of fact, I want to talk real quick, and I got to end this video, otherwise it will not upload. To Dean, paid me a great compliment, and And it's hard because I'm trying to watch out for my ego. And the compliment was that I broke the code. And a legend. Thank goodness. I'm so glad you said legend, Dean, rather than a god or a prophet or something of that nature. Legend, okay, I can handle that. I won't accept it, but I wanted to mention, Dean, about that. I want to show my appreciation. I mean, I said thank you for the compliment, and I sincerely do, because for one, no one else ever admits that they see this. This is going on 8 years now. I'm going to be at 8 years coming up in a few months, and no one ever comes forward like this. So we had Rick in the somewhat middle under the Santos Bonacci series. Rick came in, worked with me for a little while, but we didn't really get that much out of it. Then Patrick came in. I don't know about Patrick. In my opinion, Patrick was probably in reality, another YouTuber guy, which his name escapes me now. But anyways, I just think that he was an agent, and I worked with him for a little while just for the hell of it, to feel him out and stuff like that, and that was my impression. So you coming along and actually seeing it, and then now two other people in the same week saying they seen it, and then with my numbers doubling on the views, I'm saying, okay, so now what's going to happen is YouTube's going to send in even more agents if my channel gets any attention. So I just wanted to say, Dean, that I appreciate um, the compliment, and I want to take advantage of that compliment by explaining a little something else about the photography, pictures, and videos. See, what's happened, if you heard me mention before, even under our series, I mentioned it in the beginning about the Native Indians not wanting their photographs taken. It was something to do with stealing their soul, and there is some reality to that. How serious it is and how big of a deal it is to us as human beings, I'm not exactly sure, but there is something to it, and it has something along the lines to do with, okay, feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, right? That's what we're seeing in the true creator's work, right? Now, I'm not saying that the true creator, the false creator, or false creator slash creator, I'm not saying that any of them would care about this. I'm just saying there might be an automatic penalty or an automatic downside to us putting our faces in front of a camera all the time. All right, that's why you don't see me doing it all that often. I do it because it appeases a certain people. They want to look in my eyes. They want to know that I'm a real person and I'm not one of the another YouTube agent. I don't know. I kind of get that part of it, because looking in the eyes, someone in the eyes, is very important. But at the same time, that's another key to the soul, is through the eyes. We all know that. So taking photographs of people, what you're doing is you're taking credit. If, say this with my face, I'm taking credit for the true creator's work. The true creator's work is all around us. These faces, to comment number 2 guy, you were asking about the faces and stuff like that, and that's the explanation for that. You will see famous faces. You will see faces that of people that you know. The same way that if you were walking all over the earth, place to place, town to town, and paying attention to all the faces, you will see those faces replicated over and over and over again with one minor detail tweak, right? It's just that in our day-to-day life, we don't notice that. We don't think about it. We don't contribute it to what we're seeing here in these trees, right? And the trees, it's feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. So if we just separate all the human faces and we just take out all the human faces, lay them out here, and lay them out here somewhere, in every direction, right? Just from this one square set of trees here. And if we were to do that, then of course we're going to find faces that are familiar. Again, don't want the video to go over too long. If you go back and look at M.J.J.Namal Diaz series, and it's a short series. I thought it was longer than that. I might have had to continue that on the other channel, and I was getting a lot of deletions. But I just want to mention that as far as the human faces go, wherever that dude Namal Diaz lives, whatever country he's in, there's a big fucking difference in the amount of human racially profiled imagery at the cloud level. Now, he did get a little bit of tree footage, and I did go in on the trees on his series. Wherever he lives, I don't know. And other things that he had in that video had human influence in it, so I stayed away from it. But I think it's pretty amazing. That's the first time I've ever seen that, other than a video that I did not know who took the video, so I didn't trust it, where I saw a lot of birds including wings, birds with body imagery. But then again, just last year, sometime, maybe 7, 8 months ago, not even a year, 7, 8 months ago, someone was messing with me, saying some shit. That's always my best findings are always when someone's fucking with me. Anyways, I was looking at something in the moon, and I always saw two areas where I thought I seen bird beaks. I kept going back to them, and I'm like, yeah, but see, I don't know. I got to find the right angle and distance of perspective, and then the lights and shadows have to be right. And this, all of a sudden, one day I was doing some videos, arguing with somebody, and boom, there was the whole fucking bird taking up the whole moon, the whole body imagery and everything, a whole body of it. So I started piecing together the the body of it. It's got the claws down at the bottom. I will take you in on it. If you guys really are real people, you, Dean, and this other dude, and you guys are real people, then I don't mind taking the time to go over that shit again, because it's fun for me then. Then, if I got other people that are involved in looking, then it makes it more exciting for me. It's not a waste of my fucking time, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's an amazing one, actually. So when I put it all together, that bird body with the wings and everything spread, because I think it's going to come in two different forms. I'm sure it's probably many different forms, but two of them I'll be able to get with my eyes. And once I get the camera angle and distance of perspective with the lights set up right, and I get it just right, you're going to see it's going to be obvious for you. And then there's our bird. You know what I mean? But a bird's in the rodent family anyway, so it's not a big deal. Body imagery is just as rare as a bird. Another one that's very rare, but I account it for my own prejudice, is because when the false creator slash creator started dividing, one of the things that were divided were male and female. X and Y were divided. And so the whole Adam and Eve story and everything, I'll get into that with you guys the same way that Danny from Passing by 33 was getting into it. But I got a whole nother way for you to look at it, and you guys can actually go look at it and you'll see it. But anyways, during the divisions, the false creator slash creators great divisions, the male and the female were divided. So therefore, when I'm looking around and seeing feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast everywhere I look, when I start seeing human faces, I mean, animals are really hard to tell from male to female, right? If you're only seeing the faces, it's really tough. I look, what I do personally now, I learned, is long eyelashes, uh, eyes that are a little bit different of a shape. The eyes are usually like the eyeballs more out, uh, the eyebrows not so pronounced on the what I would consider more feminine faces. But then again, when you look around at the human race just down here on the ground, you see a lot of women that have male characteristics in their face. If you see them without makeup on, they need to use a lot of makeup to look feminine. You know what I mean? So really, to be fair about the real outcome of this, probably have to go back to some cultural nationality differences. It seems to me, for example, of this, right? If I go to an Indian reservation, it's a lot easier for me to look at the faces on an Indian reservation, even though the men are not hairy and the women are not hairy. But yet, if I look at their facial features, it's easier for me to tell the difference between the men and the women. You know what I mean? And not even if they weren't dressed, they didn't wear makeup, they don't wear makeup, nothing, right? It's a little easier. And there's other cultures that when the culture seems to get thicker, it's easier for me to identify man from women. But anyways, I'm rambling too much. This video is going to be up way too long, but that's okay because I wanted to do some video of the trees anyway and add some. Hopefully this fucking video uploads because this is ridiculous. I'll be back.